Hello, we are SharpShark team and we are the lucky winners of Global Media Forum. We are feeling very grateful that our innovation was recognized by such important event because our goal was to bring this innovation to the traditional media like Deutsche Welle. So what we want to achieve is to prove that blockchain technology can be a perfect tool of compliance with the modern intellectual property law. And how it works?
Yeah, so we want to provide the transparent, cheap, and accessible tool for intellectual property protection to anyone, whether it's simple models like we or it's a company. So basically, if you have a piece of content you want to protect, you upload it to SharpShark, and we make a plagiarism check to make sure that this is a unique piece of content. It's never existed on the internet. So if it's unique, it will upload it to the system, and you will receive a digital certificate of ownership that proves that you have rights over this piece of content. The text, images, all together. It complies with the USCD and the DMCA and UCD policies of intellectual property protection. So once you have this certificate, it has a legal power. You can use it as a proof of your ownership. But what happens next? If someone, and which happens really often, tries to plagiarize your content, and for example, you're a journalist and someone published your article, then you can enable monitoring of your content. And once this content appears anywhere on the internet, you will get notified. And what happens next? You can either ignore this notification, or you can ask to remove or play or attribute altogether this content. So we have the first step, which actually generates claim that has legal power with your requests and demands. It will be sent to the violator. And if this content will not be removed or paid within some time, then we send another claim to the hosting provider or the search engine. And thus we can remove like any piece of content that was plagiarized in 24 or 48 hours. Yeah, so this is how it works.
And our mission, what makes us to wake up every day, we strongly believe that intellectual property protection shouldn't be a privilege, but it should be a universally available commodity for all content creators, no matter who you are, your identity or your wealth. We also believe that the blockchain is the most important use case for intellectual property because there are not so many things in the world that really need to be immutable, and intellectual property definitely top the list. So we think that in 2 years, half of the global content will be kept in Web3 infrastructure. So we created this infrastructure, and we're really grateful and honored that Deutsche Welle can see the innovation and the value behind it. We are so grateful and so proud that we were recognized like winners. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so if you're an individual creator or a company, go to SharpShark.io, protect and use our service. It's very cheap and transparent to protect your content. Or you can advise it to your friends. And my word to the, I think, startup guys and people, you shouldn't, you always face some difficulties, and you need to be ready to hear no and no and no. But at some point, if you are motivated enough, you get to the yes. So be confident and go to your goal.
And never give up.